we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Have some beer. It kills viruses, I hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got pickles here, that's why. Ask Keith Richards. See, folks, if coronavirus destroys the Earth,
the bad jokes
there will
coming.
be 5 survivors left. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We will have Betty White, because she just refuses to die.
Hello, ma'am. I am a census taker with the U.S. Census Bureau.
Oh, terrific. Good for you. Bye.
We have Keith Richards, because he's pickled to death anyway.
Because I was the most likely to die for many years. But that was...
We have Chuck Norris, Buzz Aldrin, and Chuck Yeager, all of which are immune because the virus is scared to infect them because they're such badasses.
And cockroaches.
That's a question. Well, it's not with humans.
Oh, well, there'll always be the cockroaches.
Well, no. Well, it depends. Are you talking Democrats or Republicans?
No, I'm talking about the other
Yeah.
kind. Alrighty, March 4th.
The only day of the year that's a complete sentence.
That's funny. That actually is funny. That's my anniversary for my ex, so it's just
It's my late grandmother's birthday. May she rest in peace.
Alrighty. To lay on the table. Colon. May not be applied to a matter for which a special meeting is called. B, may not be applied to orders of the day that are pending as main motions. C, may not be applied to debatable appeals that adhere to the main question. D, may be applied to committee reports.
B.
You sure? I'm just, if you don't
No,
want me
but
to repeat.
it sure sounds like B. Yes, while I was laying my head on the table, I was listening.
So your answer is to lay on the table may not be applied to orders of the day that are pending as main motions.
Because this is a special meeting, right?
No.
No.
Okay, that's where you got confused. Let's do this again.
Okay, let's do it again.
The introduction is
Yes.
to lay on the table may, colon,
Okay.
A, not be applied to a matter for which a special meeting is called.
Oh, okay, that's where I was getting confused.
Right.
Okay.
B, not be applied to orders of the day that are pending as main motions.
Okay.
C, not be applied to debatable appeals that adhere to the main question. D, be applied to committee reports.
I'm gonna change my answer and say A.
So to lay on
Yeah.
the table may not be applied to a matter for which a special meeting is called.
Because that's why you're there in the first place.
And you are correct. And I would have done that by elimination without really knowing. Remember what we said before, the only
Put it right here so I can see it too.
the only reason to lay on the table
Yeah, lay
is
the page on the table.
is to take up other matters that came up as an emergency, but at a special meeting that is the only matter.
But what if the special meeting has more than one matter? Which is possible.
Right.
Then you could lay one on the table, address the second one first, and then deal with the first one second.
Well, let's look.
That would be valid. As long as you remember to take it back up again. 209?
Well, it's more than that. 209 through
We'll start at
210 through
209.
211. Well, 209 through 211.
Lay on the table. That's what it's talking about.
209.
Yes.
26 through 36 is the
Okay.
first. The motion to lay on the table enables the assembly to lay the pending question aside temporarily when something else of immediate urgency has arisen or when something else needs to be addressed before consideration of the pending question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, through 36, so it goes all the way to the end. Can be applied to main motions, any subsidiary motions,
that may be pending, and this apply to orders of the day,
Right, to the main question.
which eliminates B,
Right.
right?
It can be applied to adhering appeals, so that is C.
That takes out C.
Obviously, it can be applied to committee reports because
Yeah.
that's just, you could always put those aside for a little while. I mean, it makes sense after you eliminate the others, that's all that's left.
Right.
And just in general, well, because that's what the meeting was called for. But like you said, there still could be something of urgency that comes up.
Yeah. Like, for example, if they're in the middle of discussing something on this urgent thing that you had the special meeting for in the first place, something else gets uncovered. And it's like, oh crap, we didn't see that. We got
Right.
to address that too while we're here. Which would be in order because it's directly related to why.
As long as
they're
it's
there in the first
related,
place.
right? It doesn't
Right.
go outside the notice.
Right. But that could pop up, or if you have multiple purposes for the special meeting, multiple items to address at the same time,
Right. And
And it may just be
the
out of-
agenda had it in a certain order,
which
but it
was the
turned
wrong order.
right.
Yeah.
These aren't sticking together, are they?
I don't think so.
Did we get the wrong answer?
What's the?
No, it's not sticking together because it says may be applied to committee reports, but I just saw here it said it couldn't be. Since the line 21 on page
Yeah, I see it.
211.
Okay, so the motion on the table can be applied only to a question that is actually pending. A class or group of main questions is ordered the day, unfinished business, or committee reports cannot be laid. Okay, wait a minute. Since the motion to lay on the table can be applied only to a question that is actually pending, comma, a class or group of main questions such as orders of the day, unfinished business, or committee reports cannot be laid on the table as a unit. So the question said can be applied to committee reports. See, that's the problem, is that D is not worded the same way.
Right. Oh, okay. All right. So right, it can't be. So that can't be the answer.
Right.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's what confused
because
me.
the rest of them are not, and that one
Right.
is
Oh,
flipped it.
okay. Got it. So
Yeah.
it can't. I thought it could be applied to committee reports. So I learned something. You know why? I was thinking kind of a postpone.
Yeah, there's nothing on here regarding special committees that I can
May
see
not be
anywhere.
applied to a matter for which a special meeting is called. Yeah. Would it be because it's orders of the day? Because it's a special meeting is called? That's the only reason you're there. Therefore, it's the orders of the day.
Well, it did say it could be applied to that.
No, it said not.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and I'm saying here it says you could.
no. Here it says you can't.
A class of group or main questions. So orders of the day. Well, that's where it's as pending as main. Well, no, they're saying something a little bit different here.
Since it can be only. It says order.
So the day that are pending as main motions. That's a little bit different. This is really deep. 24:35.
That's a really shitty. That's like super shitty.
Here on page 210, about line 24, can be applied to main motions with any other subsidiary motions that may be pending. Can be thus applied to orders of the day or questions of purpose while they're actually pending as main motions.
Okay.
So there it says it can be. This says it can't be. That's why B doesn't work. The difference between what they say over here on 210 about it being orders of the day as pending as main motions versus others ordered
as
aren't
a
as main
unit.
motions. Right.
Okay, I think that's the
Yeah, they're different.
right. Got it.
It's tricky, but they are different.
But we still haven't figured out why it can't be applied to a matter for which a special meeting is called.
I don't see anything in here on that, but I'm going to say I'm going to apply the logic being that if you have more than one item for a special meeting and they're out of order, you want to lay one on the table to take them up in the correct sequence, then that would apply and it'd be perfectly legit. That's my argument.
Okay, well, now let's go
That's
back.
That's my argument, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, let's
for
go
the
back
moment.
to 209, though. I think I might have figured it out.
Okay.
The motion, okay, before it can be put aside before consideration of the pending question is resumed in such a way that there's no set time for taking the matter up again.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a special meeting, there is a set time. It's that meeting.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'm seeing this.
But let's go back to our discussions earlier in one of the other days about meetings and sessions. Can you have a special meeting be part of a session, or is it all considered one session?
Well, a special meeting, that was in committees,
Right.
which is a little different. Rather than overly complicating this, I would not be talking about a committee right now. That makes it too complicated. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole right now. The motion lay on the table, lay aside time. So there's no set time. That's why, because there is a set time, it's that meeting is when you're taking that issue up, because it's a special meeting for that item.
Okay.
But its consideration can be resumed at the will of a majority. And that's with any new questions. You can't have new questions at a special meeting. You can only have ones that are specifically noticed.
Okay.
That's the only way I'm getting to that answer.
It could be. So I'm gonna say that we can label this one as partially shitty because, frankly, there's no explicit reasoning for A to be the right answer outside of eliminating the rest of them.
And on these ones, I am gonna go to the temple
Yeah.
and
Say, what the hell?
Yeah, sacrifice a goat and see if I can get an answer.
Yeah. Say, what the hell?
And maybe, and if I find out something more specific, we can revisit it.
Yeah.
All right, that was mine, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Ow. Now you got. I don't know. I don't want to hurt you. I'm so.
In that case, just beat on my traps for a while. I'll lose the tension.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There. Oh, baby. Okay. Mike's gonna get jealous. All right. See ya tomorrow if we're still here. You know, coronavirus could get us in the next 5
Oh my
minutes.
God, we're all gonna die!
Favor! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.